Hey everyone, this is Josh with Josh Wright Piano TV. Today's episode, I'm looking forward to a lot. I got this question a few weeks ago from two different people within just a few days, all dealing with overcoming pain when you're practicing. Mostly back pain, but I've also got, this lady had some complaints about shoulder pain as well. So today we're going to address a few things that will help us to overcome pain. I'm pretty passionate about this subject because at one point I was having such pain while I was practicing that I couldn't go for more than about 45 minutes to an hour without having to take a pretty significant break. And that's just really taxing on anyone who's trying to get ready for a recital or even just daily practice. It's really obnoxious. And it's something that we shouldn't have to deal with. And there is solutions. I can promise anyone having pain that there is a solution for you. You just have to be able to find it. Hopefully what I present in this video will alleviate a big portion of your pain. You may have to do additional studies on the things that I present though. And I stand by these methods. The two methods I'm going to talk about, I'm not going to be doing all that much demonstrating today on the piano, but mostly just talking, are Alexander technique and yoga. I remember I always thought of yoga as kind of this thing that people who were more in tune with themselves did, and I was just like, oh, that's not for me. But I remember I learned it from this singer. I originally learned a little bit of yoga from a singer, and also Alexander technique. And it was just amazing what kind of results I was having. I was able to practice lots longer with less pain. I wasn't experiencing a significant amount of improvement. But then I took a yoga class, and then I read a book on Alexander technique, and now my back pain, I'll only start getting a little bit of pain after maybe 4 hours of practice, which for me is no big deal. I mean, that's completely acceptable because I think your back gets tired at times. And so anyway, I just want to present a few different concepts of what Alexander technique is, and then just a few different poses in yoga positions that may help to alleviate pain that I've seen the biggest significance with. I won't be demonstrating them, so you'll have to go do your own research on the yoga. So the Alexander techniques deals all with freeing yourself through mental healing and through holding your body in positions where they have the least amount of tension. So my favorite exercise to kind of get into this thought process is, first of all, to breathe. I think breathing is the biggest thing that people lack when they play, when they're sitting a certain way, they'll start holding their breath. And one of the greatest ways to start breathing when you're performing, because it's something that is really hard to consciously think about when you're focusing on all those notes, is to start humming when you play. You might think that sounds like the strangest thing in the world, but you can't really hear it. It's not like you're really belting it out. I've noticed I've started doing that, and it helps me breathe, and it helps my playing to become so much less tense. So, for example, if I'm playing the Ocean Etude and I start to feel tense, I was humming right there. I don't know, I'll have to go back and review this video, but I doubt anyone was able to hear that. It was a really soft hum. And surely in a concert hall, the piano is going to project a lot more than you do. So humming is really good. So first of all, breathing. One small thing I like to do, this might look a little strange, but I like to reach above my head like this. And then as I come down, I feel my back stretch upwards. So my spine, I want you to imagine your spine all crumbled up and tangled and just really compacted. And then as soon as your arms start coming down, your spine does this. We want to create the most amount of space in our spine. And so another exercise that you can do that will really help with lower back pain and middle back pain is I like to kind of crumble up in a ball right here, because you'll notice a lot of pianists get down like this, and just kills your back. And so I like to do this, and really I am feeling a lot of my weight on these under my thighs. I'm feeling a lot of the weight kind of distributed all the way up then to my lower back. Rather, I'm going to come up, I'm going to rotate onto what the Alexander people, or what the Alexander technique teacher I had called it was your sit bones. So right on your butt pretty much is just right where you want to rotate up onto. So you're right on your sit bones, and that way your back is in position. You want your head to be aligned just with the rest of your body. Your head's not forward like this. A lot of pianists do this too, and I know I do this sometimes too, but that puts a huge strain on your neck. You don't want to do that. So being up like this, and then shoulders down. A lot of times pianists do this, causes a lot of shoulder tension, causes way more back tension. You want to just release your shoulders. So I like to do like some shoulder rolls. And then what I like to do is get into this mindset of everything is just kind of free to move in my body. So I'll just like move around a little bit like this, and like up and down. And that is letting all the tension go. Anyone watching this video is probably, who isn't a pianist, might be thinking, this is absolutely ridiculous. What a wimp. You know, why are people even addressing this? How painful could piano be? But as you're practicing for 4 hours every single day, it's really hard to continue through that pain. And I remember I went to the chiropractor so many different times, and they weren't able to really fix anything. It was just a quick pop, and then they'd do like some massaging stuff, but it didn't ever work too well. This is what really healed me, is this Alexander technique and yoga. I'm just going to maybe suggest a few different yoga poses that are great for back pain. There's a cat and cow position where you're on all fours, and then you invert your back, and then you go up like this, so you're stretching out your back a lot like that. I also like child's pose a lot, down dog, deaf man's pose, DEAF, man's pose, camel pose. All of those I'd say are an upward dog as well, or cobra, some people call it. All of those positions are really incredible, and just putting all of those in a sequence, so you're kind of moving throughout all these different positions, really has helped me greatly to overcome this pain. If anyone has any other questions about back pain, I'll try to do my best to answer them, but that's what's really helped me, is what I've talked about today. I hope this has been helpful. If anyone has any questions, email me at josh@joshwrightpiano.com. And I now have this on an iPhone app, so it's in the iTunes store, so you can download it for free. So thanks for joining me today.